Moving on, Himakshi, let's introduce the guests. We have Mahis and Vikas Jain of Reliance Securities joining us on the technical. So welcome, gentlemen. Let's begin with our first question. Pramod has written to us from Bangalore. He holds 100 shares of Ion Exchange with an average price of 700 rupees. He's sitting on a loss of close to 25,000. He's asking if he should average them at this moment. What's your view on this, Vikas?
Well, in terms of average, I believe he should hold on because if you look at the stock is in a continuous downtrend and it's still not finding any major support, where the broader markets have witnessed some amount of recovery over the past 5-7 trading sessions, but INOX exchange continues to witness some amount of more sell-off. So we believe some more 10 to 12% downside, anything near to 380, 400 would be an ideal point, which is also 200-week average. So that should be an ideal point to average. So we can continue to hold on what he's been having through, but if he wants to look in for average, he should wait for some more 10 to 12% correction near to 380 to 400 levels.
All right. Thanks for that view, Vikas. Now, Vikas, since I can see that, currently it's trading at 138, which is, it's near its 1-year lows. So are you still positive on this company for short term?
So if you look at the structure, Aircon got topped out somewhere in July 2024. So it's almost 9 to 12 months of strong corrective action. And from the highs of around 260, it has almost halved by 50%. So some bottom-up formation has been taking place near to 130, 132 and witnessing some amount of bounce back. So it's a good possibility candidate that the stock can revive back near to 175, 180 on an immediate basis. So remain positive from current levels.
Okay, all right. Vikas, what's your view on Zomato? The stock is currently trading around 204 rupees, was up close to 1% in trade today. And Munir holds 1,000 shares. I'd like to ask you the short-term view because the stock hasn't done much since August of 2024, plus trades around an extremely high PE ratio. What's your sense over there?
The view is negative as of now because if you look at the structure remains pretty weak. No doubt it witnessed some amount of bounce back from these 203, 205 levels, but it made a multiple top near to 230, 235 and witnessed a sharp drawdown. So we believe the stock has more legs to go down. It would decline near to 165 to 180 levels, which is broader long-term averages. So the view is negative. He should not average. In fact, on rallies, if you're looking for, he can exit near to 212 to 215.
Vikas, the stock has experienced a significant decline. It's been down approximately 70% from its 52-week high. So what do you have to say? What suggestion do you have for Swami? Should he be holding the company or should he, book his profits?
So with respect to Axon Telecom, the same story continues with the new IPO breed of investing where the stock had some strong amount of upward momentum and now since then we have seen a continuous drawdown. The stock is almost now near to the IPO price of 110, 120 odd levels. So we believe some more pain cannot be ruled out into the name and some price correction maybe would have been over maybe 5-7% here and there, but some amount of time correction or consolidation has to be taken place into the stock before appearing for a long up move.
Right, all right.
Vikas, I'd like to get your technical analysis on Keraro first to see where the stock is headed. Why are we seeing the kind of decline that the stock has seen?
Well, the stock had a very poor listing. If you look at it, it has continuously performed the broader markets and since then it has seen continuous drawdown. We believe some consolidation should be placed over here because if you look at the last 10 to 12 days, the stock has been trending in this range of around 295 to 320 odd levels. So on a higher side, if the stock crosses 320, then we could see some amount of mojo back into the name. But as the listing history suggests, 320 is the breakout zone on an immediate basis.
Starting with you, Vikas, on the short term, are you optimistic about this particular company?
I think this is only a BSE listed company, so some amount of volume participation is lesser compared with the broader markets. The stock is languishing near to the sub lows of around 61, 62, but it is broken its 200-week averages with strong volumes. So we are not so strongly positive into the name. We believe some more time correction or price correction is to be looked into, so I should wait for some time.
Vikas, because Mahesh has already mentioned the levels at which KRN could be the right, it could be the right time to enter KRN. I'd like to know what kind of levels are you looking at in the long term, say from a 1 or 2 year perspective. Do you think these are really expensive, or will the stock be able to turn around?
Well, if you look at the listing history has been pretty short, but from the chart's recent perspective, it has made a double top near to 1020, 1040 odd levels and witnessing some amount of gradual corrective action. So we believe some more pain cannot be ruled out, and we would expect some amount of knee-jerk reaction, because if you look at the IPO fancy names, once the locking period exits, we would see sharp amount of unwinding into these names. So possibility that this stock would also see some amount of more corrective action over the next few weeks. So it's better to avoid or sell.
All right, thanks. Since he's asking for a very short-term view, so currently it's trading at 106, and since he is sitting on a decent profit, so do you suggest him to book his profits, or should he be staying invested in it?
So post his investment, he has seen the high price of around 155, 170 odd levels. And since then, the stock has been a continuous decline. But the silver lining is that the stock is making good amount of support near to sub 100 odd levels and witnessing a good amount of bounce back. So we can continue to remain invested. We believe another 5-7% up move would be expected into the name near to 113, 114, where it would see some amount of more profits into his game. So we can continue to remain invested and exit near to 114, 115.
All right.
So as he's been the profit, if he wants, he can worry some, then he can put some partial profits into the name. But the stock has made some good bottom-up formation near to 5,050 to 5,100 levels. And if higher side, the capital market ecosystems names have been looking good, and we are seeing some amount of traction. So if the broader market gives a strong amount of up move, the stock can move further. So either he can trail his stop loss, maybe to around 5,200 for his purchase price, or he can exit near to 5,750 to 5,800, which is the immediate target.
What's your view on Yes Bank? Will it be able to recover from the kind of pain it has seen? When can we see that U-turn in the stock price?
Well, the pain what it has been seen will take a lot of time to recover, because the equity has been bloated throughout over the last many years, and it is one of the most underperforming stocks. Expectations continues to build that the stock would see strong amount of returns, but it continues to disappoint. Post the inclusion into the F&O segment, again the stock has witnessed some amount of volatility in pullback, but again receded from the highs of around 21 to 16, now touching almost near to multi-month lows. So believe some more corrective action, maybe price-wise it would not move direct, but time-wise it will take a lot of time. So around 17.5, 18 should be the ideal price where it would exit. So exit on rallies would be my recommendation.
Vikas, coming to you on the technical front, how is it faring on the charts?
So if you look at, he bought it at the right price from where the technical breakout came in near to 67, 6800. The stock had a good amount of rally near to 8,000, 8,050, but over the last 4-5 days, again it has witnessed some sharp corrective action, because the volumes have been pretty less in these liquid names. So it would wait for some amount of bounce and exit near to 7350, 7400, what Mahesh suggested. So some bounce cannot be ruled out from current levels. So wait for some 4 to 5% bounce to book his profit. So he remain positive. I think he should continue to hold on to the stock. No doubt his purchase price is just 3 to 4% away from the current price, which will eventually get through. They believe the stock has the potential to move higher near to 455 to 460 over the next 3 to 4 months. And plus the dividend yield is also good. So being the year end, we are at the fag end of the year end. So some dividend announcement would also be expected into the month of April and May, which should also see some amount of positive pullback into the name. So 450 to 465 would be expected over the next 3 to 4 months. You can continue to hold.
All right.
What's your view on Adani Green? And as you know, our viewer mentioned, Amol, that will he be able to make profits out of this investment or not in the near term?
Yes, surely he will be able to make profits out of it, but maybe it is not near term. We'll have to wait for some 6 to 9 months from current levels and to make his shares profitable, because the stock has witnessed a good amount of rebound near from the lower part of the range near to 750 with strong volumes, and some good price action has been also been witnessed. Back-to-back strong brokerage house reports have came into the name, which is also rallying to the name, and the stock has witnessed strong amount of upgrade. So we believe the stock is poised for a strong move, maybe the broader market move adjacent with the Adani Green, and we could see the stock heading higher. So the first potential target would be near Swiss purchase price. If he wishes, he can exit at that particular price.
All right.
Continue to hold.
Vikas, I'd like to take your top picks in the chemical space because Srikanth wants to invest in this space from a 5-year long perspective. However, the kind of headwinds that Mahesh pointed seem to be, headwinds that the sector is currently facing. But from a 5-year standpoint, from a 5-year standpoint, are there any, lights that you see in the dark space?
Yeah, so if you look at the two broad names comes into my place earlier, Aarti Industries, it's one of the leaders in the chemical space. The stock has done pretty well over the last decade. Since last 1.5 years, the company has its own territory and the stock has witnessed a vertical decline. But we believe it is at multi-month averages. The stock offers good opportunity. The stock witnessed some amount of positive pullback, but again has witnessed near to the support area. So Aarti Industries looks good from current levels. We expect the stock could again reback its glory and move higher, maybe a 30 to 35% upside in the next 1 year. And over the 5 years, we believe the stock can more than double. And the second stock we like is Tata Chemicals, because the stock has been a pedigree into the chemical sector from the Tata Group. And the stock has witnessed some amount of corrective action post the demerger. We believe, but the re-rating would happen into the name, then this stock looks attractive.
All right. And since Mansingh had asked for a fundamental query, but still I'd like to take a technical view on this company. Vikas, what do you have to say on Techno-Electric Engineering?
So it's oversold at current levels because if you look at the stock made a top near to 1750, 1800 in the month of December, and it is halved by 50%. And the way the transmission and electric power part of the business are doing some amount of positive pullback over the past few days. So the stock has witnessed some amount of consolidation. So we believe the stock will move further higher. So good risk reward ratio from current levels.
I'd like to come to you, Vikas, since she's asked for a 6-month view. HAL is a leading aerospace and defense, company in India. But still, for the 6-month horizon, because she's bought it at 4,700 and currently it's trading at 3,400 levels. So do you see it, reaching those levels in this short period of time?
Well, the target of 4,700, what she's looking for over the next 6 months looks a little difficult. But the structure remains positive from current levels, because if you look at the stock got peaked somewhere into June, July 2024, and it has witnessed a good drawdown. Some bottom up formation has been witnessed near to its 100-week average and witnessing positive up move. So if she wishes, she can average at some current levels and recoup his purchase by average price, will bring down the average price near to 3850, 3900, which should be the probable target over the next 3 to 6 months.
Quickly, Vikas, if you could give us your top 3 picks in the IT sector for short term.
So if you look at HCL Tech looks pretty promising, so I agree with Mahesh that because the stock has witnessed a good corrective action, and we believe the stock could see some amount of more up move from current levels, because the stock has gained good support near to its multi-month averages. And another stock which we like is Cyient Limited. Cyient Limited has witnessed a vertical fall into the corrective action, and post the inclusion into the F&O segment, some volatility has came into the place. But we believe some bottom-up formation has been taking place near to the sub 1130, 1150 odd levels. So Cyient Limited looks good for an up move up near to 1350 to 1380 over the next 3 to 4 months.
Understood.
Thank you so much, Mahesh and Vikas, for being on the show and, helping our viewers with their queries so patiently. Thank you so much.